8244, use linear inequalities to represent relationships in various contents. Remember, inequalities here are basically mathematical sentence using your comparing symbols and the four comparing symbols that we've talked about. One says George worked 8 hours at his part-time job yesterday, so 8 hours at his part-time job. Let W represent his hourly wage. Part A, write an inequality that shows that he earned less than $125 yesterday. So here's 125. In order to get to 125 or even close to 125, we know that he worked 8 hours. In order to get 100 to 125, he has to have some type of wage, so W, so it is 8 hours times his wage, whether that be $4 an hour or $10 an hour. Then it says write an inequality that shows that he earned less than $125. So 125 would be greater than. So 125 being greater than, alligator mouth is eating the bigger number, and it would say 8W is less than 125. Using the same info from above, part B, we have to write an inequality that he earned at least 75 bucks. So here's his 75 bucks. Here's his earnings, is 8 hours times his wage. And to show that he earned at least 75 bucks, well, he can have equal to 75 bucks, and his wage has to be greater than or equal to, because he earned at least this. So his wage here has to be that or more than 75 bucks. Philomena had at least 60 minutes in which to complete her exam. If M represents the number of minutes, which inequality best describes this situation? Okay, M is the minutes that she has to complete for her 60-minute exam. She only gets 60 minutes. Now, if this is her minutes that she takes the exam, she gets 60 minutes. So this can be equal to, but the number of minutes here cannot exceed 60 minutes. Therefore, M has to be less than 60 minutes, less than or equal to. So the only option here would be D. Example 3, Tom earns 100 bucks to start a paying job, 35 bucks per hour to complete it. All jobs he accepts earn him at least $500. H represents the number of hours spent painting. Which inequality describes Tom's situation? Well, we know that here's 500, his end goal. He's going to at least get that. In order to get to 500, he automatically tags on 100 bucks to his paint job. This is the amount of money that Tom is going to get in order to reach that 500. So 100 bucks to start the job, plus we know he makes $35 per hour. Hour is represented by H, so plus 35H. H determines the number of hours. Now a reminder, it says that he gets, this is what he makes, it's going to at least be $500. Every job makes him at least $500. So that being said, it can be equal to $500. Well, if it's at least making him $500, this wage or the amount of money that he gets can be greater than or equal to the $500. So looking at our example here, B would be our option. This will conclude Standard 8244.